of this week's television news has been the image of the Costa Concordia being finally set upright this week. Now, the massive cruise liner needs to be floated, of course, and towed away from the Italian island where it's lay before it's turned to scrap. That process not expected to happen before the spring of 2014. In the meantime, though, residents on the tiny island, well, they still have to live with the eyesore on their coast and the constant reminder that 32 people died when the ship capsized in January last year. Alphonse Van Cat's team has been there to meet them.
Festival day on the island of Giglio, and yet residents of this tiny island in the Italian region of Tuscany have had little to celebrate in recent months. It's been over a year and a half since the Costa Concordia luxury cruise liner ran aground off the island's coast, transforming their lives.
We've gotten used to it, but the sooner things return to normal, the better it will be.
We feel this island is ours. The Concordia ended up here, and it's not something we like to have. The earlier they remove it, the better.
Since the accident that claimed the lives of 32 people in January 2012, the quiet island lifestyle has been turned upside down. The daily ferries began to fill up with curious passengers as hundreds of disaster tourists came to see the stricken ship. The visitors continued to come as the salvage operation got underway earlier this week.
I came for the day. I'm curious. I think it's really strange to see a ship halfway underwater, so close to where people live. Close to a church, close to the port. It's something no one can imagine. No one can believe.
But this macabre tourist attraction hasn't been welcome for locals. Giglio is famous for its crystal clear waters and tranquil beaches. Yet since the disaster, many faithful visitors have stayed away, put off by the noise of round-the-clock work on the Costa Concordia. 2012 saw a 30% drop in visitor numbers, and this year it's down by 15%. For this hotel owner, after 2 unsuccessful summer seasons, the situation has got to change.
The guests keep calling, asking for the condition of the sea, of the water, of the ship, of the fuel and everything. We're tired of this on our island. We want to recover it. This is where we work and live. The island is our home, our sea, our land. This wreck clutters our space, our soul.
It's a morbid kind of tourism. People come in the morning, they look at the ship, maybe take a photo with it, and then they leave. They don't come to the beaches or have a swim or even buy anything. And for us who live on the other side of the island, we've had double the impact.
Adele Brandaglia helped the survivors of the shipwreck on that fateful January night, along with her grandfather Mario. For them, the wreckage is a daily reminder of the tragedy.
The ship is unwelcome for us and it's dangerous. We have to live with it with a lot of trepidation. We all remember that night. We remember the bodies that we saw. We remember the tragedy. It has brought us nothing but sadness.
For the 1,500 islanders living on Giglio, the uprighting of the Costa Concordia brings a long-awaited sense of relief. It means they're one step closer to the end of their 115,000-ton nightmare.
Yeah, that report from our team on that Italian island there. Now then, it's time for sport. Defeats for Marseille and for Chelsea. All in a night's work, really, in the Champions League.